meeting of July 23rd, 2025 to order at 6 p.m. This meeting is being broadcast live on BNC TV and live streamed on YouTube. To find BNC TV on YouTube, go to youtube.com and search for Bernardston-Northfield Community Television. This meeting will be available for later viewing by following the link at townofbernardston.org. You can also watch channel 1075 on your Comcast dial in Bernardston. Warrants. I would entertain a motion for the payroll warrant in the amount of $72,954.51, of which police, highway, and recreation wages exceed $13,000.
So moved.
I'll second it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Brian?
Yes.
We also had the second payroll warrant that's not in the script, payroll warrant 2527A. We'd
Right.
like to also motion that one.
Would like a motion for, go ahead. You make the
I
motion.
would
I'll second.
entertain a motion for an additional payroll warrant in the amount of $86.63 and charge the same account as indicated.
For fiscal
25.
For
2025.
fiscal 25. I'm sorry.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I would entertain a motion for the vendor warrant in the amount of $114,849.40, of which is the fiscal year 26 MIIA property liability insurance payment of $54,004 and 0 cents.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I would entertain a motion for the regular meeting minutes of June 25th, 2025.
So moved.
Second. Any additional?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I would entertain a motion for the special meeting minutes of July 9th, 2025.
So moved.
Second. Any additions, corrections?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Calendar and announcements. Tonight, free movie night at Cushman Park. This is tonight. The Family and Community Event Planning Committee will host their first event, Movie in the Park, at Cushman Park. The event starts at 7 p.m. with live music from TJ and the Peepers. The movie, Jumanji, starts promptly at 8:15. The event is free, but donations are welcome. Online donations can be made at the Online Services tab, Family and Community Events, on the town website. So please go down there and enjoy a nice little evening watching a great movie. All right, we're going to skip ahead a little bit to appointments. The tax workup program update. Pam Parmakian and Ken Bordeweek, members of the Bernardston Tax Work, and Jane Dutcher. I'm sorry, it's not in here, Jane. I'm sorry. Members of the Bernardston Tax Workup Program Committee are here this evening to update the Select Board and the town on the status of the tax work-off program. Take it away.
Terrific. All right, well, thank you so much. I'm Pam Parmakian, and I'm here on behalf of the appointed committee of the Senior and Veteran Tax Work-Off Program. I'm just going to run through, just as a reminder, thank you. Just as a reminder how the program works. As we are anticipating that the program will begin in January 2026. It's designed to support eligible residents in reducing the real estate tax burden, qualified seniors over the age of 60 as of July 1st, 2026. January, thank you. Or veterans can earn up to $750 in tax credits by working for the town. Eligibility includes combined household income to be at or below 60% of area median income as calculated federally by HUD. An example is a one-person household would be $50,220 or below. A two-person, $57,360. They would need to be a homeowner in Bernardston and on the deed. Their taxes would need to be current, lived in Massachusetts for at least 10 years, and in Bernardston for 5. Applications will be available in a variety of places throughout the town. The completed applications would be turned into the senior center. A list of the positions that could be available will also be part of the application. The committee will match up applicants to the jobs and send each of those applications to the individual department heads. The department heads will interview and make recommendations to the BOS for the candidates. There will be 4 slots available with the calculations based on the current state minimum wage, which today is $15. We don't know what's going to happen for January. And as part of our tasks, we'll also be reviewing the applicants and making those recommendations. We'd like to start our marketing in September. Included in your packet were 4 documents. The first was just an abbreviated flyer that we would be posting as part of our marketing. We also included an application, the information and procedures, and I tried to highlight that by going through that list of how the program actually works. What we did as a committee is we kind of drilled down and got into a lot more detail so that we would have a document that drives how it's going to be implemented. It's in line with the state of Massachusetts program. And then there's also a brochure that we made that would be made available. What we're looking for tonight is some approval that we can start moving forward with this. First, I'd like to entertain any questions.
Is this correct? Because this is not what we discussed in the committee. It's not the Board of Selectmen, it was to come back to the committee.
No, the department heads will interview and then make recommendations.
To the committee, not to the Board of Selectmen, to the committee that's going to do the final.
Oh, and then before hire, they would come to the Board of Selectmen, right? Yeah, like,
Ultimately,
Right.
hiring authority is the
Hiring,
Board of
yeah.
Selectmen.
yeah,
That
right,
is
the
right.
hiring authority is the
It's
Board
a
of Selectmen.
two-step vetting process, one with
Exactly.
the department heads, 2 with the committee,
And
recommendation
finally-
to the select
well,
board.
It just
Finally
didn't
with the
read
select-
that way.
Oh, okay.
So we would
Hopefully
be
that's
following
clear,
all the
yes.
procedures
Sure.
of hiring, or the department heads would be following the procedures that are currently in our personnel policies, which are any hires come to the select board for final approval.
I do not have any questions.
Okay, well, I was a member of the committee, so,
So,
yeah.
if you had questions, you already asked them.
Yep.
So, all right, so we're just, I would entertain a motion to,
Can I
oh,
add?
sure.
Please.
I think we should say that there are 4 slots available.
We say that.
We did.
Yeah.
We need to re-emphasize that the maximum number of people that are going to be able to do this are 4. And
The town
max-
authorized at the annual meeting $3,000, which $750 equates to 4 people. This year, just for this year,
Right,
$3,000.
so $750 for individuals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those bullets that she read through.
Yeah, but I wanted to be
But
sure.
big emphasis,
Re-emphasize, sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we anticipate that there'd be more applicants
Sure.
than available slots, so that's a good point that Jane brought up,
Yeah.
just so that people knew that in advance, that
Yeah.
it could be a little competitive.
Yeah,
All right.
I have a question. Can I ask a question?
of course.
So you pooled the department heads on the types of positions, right? So does that, is that going to be advertised? Like, how are you going to pool your candidates?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
It's, the positions that would be made available are part of the application.
Ah,
Right.
okay.
And we didn't include that in detail tonight because we're still.
Still assessing,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're still assessing.
Okay.
And waiting to hear from a few department heads if they have something in mind.
Excellent.
The department heads need to give some detail of, not just a name of,
Like it's a
Position.
little,
of a
Yeah,
position. They
yeah.
need to give some detail about
Some
it.
criteria,
So that
sure.
the committee can match up that criteria with skills.
okay.
And the applicants can find out whether they're interested.
Exactly.
If
Yeah.
they have those skills.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, thank you.
So you need the go-ahead from the select board.
A blessing of sorts.
Go ahead.
Is that?
Sure.
Yeah. I'll entertain that. Well, actually, if you were on that committee,
We can't. So I'm going to abstain, but you're going to,
How do you?
Move it forward.
I move that we give the blessing to move forward
Right.
with the tax work-off program in meeting the parameters that you laid out, which
Okay.
is in accordance to Mass
good.
law.
Yeah. Perfect. So we just also wanted to be sure that you all were updated
Mhm.
on where we're at
Yeah.
and what progress we've made.
And
Thank you.
the town with
And
the,
yes.
being able to observe this meeting.
Great.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for all your hard work.
Thank you.
More? Go ahead.
Well, there was one other question.
Go ahead.
We wanted the, and I don't think you can do it tonight.
Without,
We wanted the authority for the
It's,
current committee to go forward.
we're going to have to wait for Brian here to,
Right.
to give that blessing.
Because it's not how we were appointed.
But that's just 2 weeks away.
Right, that's
Unless
okay,
there's-
that's fine,
Another meeting in between.
yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I'll add it to the agenda then for next meeting.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to stay jumped ahead here real quick, and we're going to go with Town Treasurer Susan
Right.
O'Day. Susan, as Town Treasurer, is here this evening to update the Select Board and the town on recent developments within the Hampshire County Group Insurance Trust. The town of Bernardston is a member of said group. The goal of the trust is to deliver the highest possible level of health insurance benefits to town employees and retirees. The floor is yours.
We had a recent Zoom meeting with Hampshire County Group Insurance Trust in which they informed us that we were looking at a mid-year rate increase for the premiums, the monthly premiums. We had a rate increase of 18% going into fiscal '26. And what they're telling us is that we're looking at another increase for October 1st up to 20%,
Holy moly.
an additional 20%. A couple of months ago, this started at least a year ago, maybe a little longer. And what has precipitated the need for this is prescription drug costs, specifically the GLP-1 drugs, if I'm saying that properly, have been out of this world expensive for the insurance companies.
What
And
is GLP-1?
they are drugs that are prescribed for diabetes.
Okay.
And what has been found out is that they are actually great for weight loss. And so they're being prescribed by doctors all over the country for weight loss.
Ozempic.
And what's happened is the trust has been paying over $1 million in drug costs alone. And it's just drained their rather healthy reserves from a year and a half ago. And so the situation now is rather dire. In that, the reserves are down to 4.6 million, and last month or the month before, the claims were 9 million. So if that continues, the trust won't be. So they have made a formulary change. They're no longer going to be covering the GLP-1 drugs unless somebody has a diabetic condition. No longer being covered for weight loss. They met with State Representative Blaze and Senator Comerford and a representative from Senator Velise's office yesterday to just make them aware of the situation and ask for whatever help they may be able to get. They're setting up another Zoom meeting for any and all state senators and representatives that are willing to log in and listen to their story. So they have made, they are trying to get the word out. They are increasing the rates, although we don't know at what point yet. They've changed what they're going to be covering. And hopefully by November, their cash flow crunch will be smoothed out a little bit, and they really hope that they'll be able to continue. But should they not be able to continue, the town will be responsible for paying claims
And the town cannot
for
afford it.
employees. Yeah. In the spring, Karen and I actually spoke to health insurance broker out of the Boston area, and he told us that there's really nothing much that they could do for us. There's nothing at all that they could
Right.
do for us. Hampshire County Group Insurance Trust is not alone. This is a problem that is statewide and maybe further. GIC, which is the state-based health insurance, was bailed out by the state to the tune of $240 million to cover them for this particular problem. Our understanding at the time of the phone call was that Maya Insurance was not accepting new participants, new member units, because of this very issue. So hopefully the state will be able to step in and do something. We're not sure what yet. So not only was it the GLP-1 drugs that were very expensive and being charged to the insurance companies triple what people could get for paid for
Say
them.
that again loudly, because that's part of the letter that we're sending.
The GLP drugs, the drug companies were charging the insurance companies 3 times the amount for one dose of this GLP-1 medicine that they would charge somebody who was paying out of pocket. So a $500 bill for an out of pocket non-insured person versus $1,500 to the insurance company.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
It's pretty horrible. So I don't know.
Is there any state regulation or any federal regulation that says you can't do that? That's gouging.
That's not my.
No, I know.
It's not
it's
my
your-
expertise,
Yeah,
and
I'm just wondering if that was covered
yeah.
in the Zoom call. That's just
it
crazy.
wasn't. It was touched upon, but not whether or not it's
Yeah,
it's price
if it's even
gouging.
legal.
Yeah, I mean the other issue here is that where usually there's maybe 30 or so folks who are on some sort of catastrophic medical path, and there's secondary insurance that covers that. Right now, and for the last couple of months, that number is doubled. There's more like 60 people who are on some sort of catastrophic medical journey, which also increases the cost to the health insurance company that we're using. So in October, if the town actually incurs a 20% increase, we're looking at rates that are going to be in the range of $60,000 more per year. Luckily, we typically pad that budget line a little bit in case we have a new employee that comes in and needs the insurance. We don't want to be caught unawares. So in actual dollars, we may be looking at something more like 35,000 according to my numbers.
That's a guess.
That's a guess. That's a big guess. So next Zoom meeting is definitely July 30th, where we'll have more answers. And Karen has drafted a letter to state reps and senators.
Yep.
Just
Have to.
letting them know, they're very aware now because they had the meeting with Hampshire Group yesterday, but to let them know that you are very concerned and that we can't afford to cover claims, for our employees.
Excellent letter. States clearly what the issue is. And this isn't something that can wait. This is a catastrophe. Because if our insurance company goes out of business because their reserves are gone, they can't stay in business any longer, then we are SOL, the town is. We have to stand in for this, and we don't have the money for that either. So somewhere there's got to be regulatory relief and pressure put on the insurance companies to stop the gouging.
Yeah.
But beyond that,
The pharmaceutical companies.
yes,
Mhm.
what it is, yeah, right.
And pay back. Wouldn't that be wonderful if they would
Yeah.
pay back?
Yeah, right?
Give us back the triple.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a disaster.
I met with Maya rep yesterday, Sean, who came to visit,
Yep.
because he was going to go over our FY26 fleet schedule, make sure all our.
Good.
And Susan was correct in saying that we were told that Maya wasn't taking any more clients. And so him and I got to talking about this, and he goes, that's not necessarily true, he said. So he's going to go back and do what he does, but it's possible that he could give us a brief or an update, or maybe what Maya could present to us too, because they're looking at this too as like an opportunity, right? Because people are leaving and going to other places, and they don't have I don't think they have the financial problems that maybe the trust has. I'm not sure, but and long story short is maybe we'll be able to get
Another possibility.
yeah, it's a possibility that we could go that direction, but
Well, I think we need to explore all avenues.
of course.
We need to explore all avenues. I guess I just would caution about jumping ship with Hampshire Group Insurance Trust until we know the full story with Maya.
Of course, of course.
And throughout the years, they have been an excellent source. And I know folks have gone back and forth with the Maya issue, so we absolutely need to look at all our options. But
And he had shared that recently a town had jumped ship from Maya to go to Hampshire, and this had gone, now this is going on. So I was just letting you know that if the town did want to explore other options, just to have something in our back, whatever, just to, that Maya's not necessarily off the table. is
So we
what
have
he
Jane
told me.
here. Where are you going to find the 35,000
Or 60,
or 60? Yeah,
Well,
or 100.
yeah, depending on
We
it just
never know.
keeps growing. Yeah.
Yeah.
right, because if it doesn't work, they may say we need another increase.
Sure.
Correct.
I think that we may be looking at a special town meeting to allocate more money. If we have it before the tax rate is set, it will, if my understanding is correct, it'll affect the 25 tax bill. But if it's after the tax rate is set, it will definitely go on to next year's. It'll be the beginning of the 27
Okay.
Wow.
assessment. However, wherever it lands is not the important question. The important question is, do we need to operate that way? Do we need to go ahead and allocate some more money? My calculation, based on what you sent me, is that we don't have enough in that account to make it to the end of the year.
End of the fiscal year.
Fiscal, yeah.
Yeah.
I always mean fiscal year when I say.
I understand, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
for the listeners here. Just,
Yes.
Yeah.
And
It's-
I know that's not a happy thought either, because there are probably other things that we need to look at if we're gonna do a special town meeting, financially, I mean. And just to make sure there isn't anything else we need to
Take care of.
supplement. We've avoided that. I should have looked this up, but I do remember doing this at least one other time since I've been chairman of the finance committee. But I don't remember more than one time doing this with a special town meeting.
On this
to
order
raise
of
an amount.
magnitude?
Pardon?
On this order of magnitude, the 35 or the 60? Do you remember what it was that?
I don't remember what it was, but it obviously was more than we could handle without doing.
Yeah. This is
You know,
really
I know we
distressing.
put extra money into the reserve fund, and yes, we could take it out of the reserve fund and decimate that, and then all the other things that we thought we might be
Right.
able to help out of that fund, we definitely won't be helping. And And we'll have to tighten everybody's belt so they don't go over, not by 1 penny. So it's not a happy.
More to come.
Yeah.
More to come. I will report as soon as I know anything on July
When is
30th.
this? July
30th.
is the Zoom meeting?
Next meeting,
Okay,
yeah.
So. maybe-
I encourage people to write their senator,
Call, yeah.
congressperson, call them, representative, anybody you can think
Yeah.
of. Just call them so often, you become a nuisance.
That's why we thought it was important to send a
Yeah,
letter.
absolutely.
You know, just to be the ear, you know.
And this is your state representatives that you
Yes, state
to
representative.
contact for this
Yeah.
question,
Right,
not
Joe
federal.
Comerford, Natalie Blake.
Right. And anybody else that you feel,
Friends with.
you know, committee chairman
Mhm.
are another target. Target? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
I know
for
what you mean by that.
thank
bringing
you.
the bad news.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Susan.
Tough news to swallow.
All right, back to where we left off on
Announcements?
on the first page of calendar and announcements. Again, go see a movie tonight, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we got 35 minutes.
Next announcement, fall soccer registration is open. Introduce your child to the fun and excitement of the town of Bernardston's fall soccer program. Soccer registration is available online only at the Online Services tab, Recreation Department on the town website through August 27th. The fee is $65 per child and practice begins the week of August 11th at Pratt Field. Please email the Recreation Department with questions at rec@townofbernardston.org. The annual fall soccer kickoff event, the Bernardston Rec Department will be hosting their annual kids soccer kickoff event on Monday, August 11th at 5 p.m. at Pratt Field. Pioneer Valley Regional School varsity soccer players will be assisting with ball technique, teamwork, strategy, and other fun games. The event is open to children in pre-K through 6th grade. For additional information, please contact Jennifer Stennis at jstennis@townofbernardston.org. The Bernardston and Leiden Efficiency Grant Public Forum. Join us for a community-wide public forum where residents from Bernardston and Leiden come together to explore more ways to join forces and create a more resilient, efficient future. As we look ahead, we will discuss ways to share municipal services, strengthen local resources, and potentially chart a smart, sustainable path forward. The public forum will be held at the farm table, the barn, on Thursday, July 31st at 6 p.m. Appetizers and refreshments will be served. The Bernardston Historical Museum will be open on Sunday, August 3rd from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at 20 Church Street in Bernardston. The museum is located on the second floor of the Powers Institute/Senior Center at 20 Church Street and is accessible by elevator and stairs. And it's really cool up there, so I encourage everyone to go visit. Celebrating the Powers Institute, join us for a special cookout on Monday, August 18th at 1:30 p.m. at the Senior Center. We will be grilling and celebrating alumni of the Powers Institute while breaking in new outdoor furniture. Please RSVP by August 14th by calling 413-648-5413. Any citizens' concerns?
I would like to add,
Yes.
I just today confirmed all of the details on this. On August 7th, the next three-town meeting at the Senior Center. And that group has invited the 6-town Regional Planning District Board to present where they are. And where they are is they have a completed district agreement that is being looked at by professionals, let's say,
Yep.
before presentation to DESI. It hasn't gone to DESI yet, but it is the format that they expect to go to DESI. They are working on the long-range plan for the Great River Regional School District, a name that was chosen after submissions from the public.
Mhm.
So they'll be doing a presentation that night. We meet at 6 o'clock. It will be posted in the 3 towns and of course is open to the public. So,
6 o'clock at Powers
6
Institute.
o'clock at Powers Institute on August 7th. Parking is free
That's right, free parking.
For those that need it.
For those that need it.
for those that can fit in the parking lot.
And the next door neighbor wouldn't mind if you parked it. No, I'm
And-
just kidding.
well, he has a
Don't park in
gate.
his driveway.
He has a gate across his driveway.
He does.
Yes.
He's that kind of a neighbor, he's got a gate.
It's for the dogs to go, not go out.
I know.
Or my horses, take your pick.
All right.
Any other citizens' concerns? Hearing none. New business, the fiscal year 26 MCOA Service Incentive Grants, known as SIG. I would entertain a motion to authorize Pam Parmakian to sign and implement the 2 fiscal 26 Massachusetts Council on Aging Service Incentive Grants as written. The MCOA Field Demonstration Project Museum Trips. The grant will be used to rent a coach bus and buy tickets to a larger museum in Massachusetts outside the local area. The grant is for $4,200 that will support 2 trips. The bus seats up to 40 persons. And fiscal year 26 MCOA Food Pantry. The grant will be used to purchase fresh produce to enhance pop-up pantry services. There will be a priority to use local farms. The grant is for $6,000 and will begin in September 2025.
So moved.
And I will second that. Any questions or further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Fiscal year 26 Franklin County Solid Waste Management District Memorandums of Understanding. Wow, that is a mouthful. I would entertain a motion to accept the fiscal year 26 Memorandum of Understanding between the Franklin County Solid Waste Management District and the town of Bernardston regarding hauling of recyclables and disposal of solid waste, hauling and disposal of bulky wastes, and hauling and disposal of scrap metal and appliances as written.
Brian, can I just add that?
Yes.
There's, the increase from FY '25 to FY '26 is only $190.33 between recycling, trash, bulky waste, and scrap metal. So it's not, you know.
It's not.
Not
too
onerous.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not 35,000 like the,
No, right.
Right.
That's what that chart reflects.
Okay. Do you want me to read the whole?
No, no, no,
Okay.
no, I just wanted to, just,
Do you want to,
Yeah. We'll,
does this help you, Tyler? To shoot
No.
a picture of that? No. Just to take a picture in case anybody wants to freeze frame it? No.
you can find all of this information on the
yes,
town's website.
yeah, they can contact, they can, yes.
townofbernardston.org.
Mhm. Yep,
Or you can call Karen,
yes.
and she will gladly send you a copy. So I would entertain a motion to accept the 26 Memorandum of Understanding between the Franklin County Solid Waste Management District and the town of Bernardston regarding third-party inspection of the town's municipal state. Wait a minute, we gotta go back to the first one.
You didn't
'cause
vote,
I
yeah.
have to.
So
we have to-
moved.
I will second that. Any further discussion on the chart and what we discussed previous?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Now I would entertain a motion to accept the fiscal year 26 Memorandum of Understanding between the Franklin County Solid Waste Management District and the town of Bernardston regarding third-party inspection of the town's municipal transfer station.
So moved.
I will second that. Any questions?
Nope.
Discussion? Jane looks a little.
Yeah, I don't know what, is this done by the district?
This is the solid
Yes.
waste thing that
Ye-
in Greenfield and Orange?
Yeah, Jan Amin will come and inspect the transfer
Oh.
station.
Right.
So this is the
It's
inspection
her-
one.
her
The same
usual
every day,
inspection.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Thank
I'll
you.
second the motion. I think I did, I'm not sure.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I would entertain a motion to accept the fiscal year 26 Memorandum of Understanding between the Franklin County Solid Waste Management District and the town of Bernardston, authorizing the district to initiate a collection event as written.
So moved.
Second, any further discussion or questions?
These are the bulky waste
Yes.
collections that they have twice a year, spring and fall.
Yep. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Fiscal year 26 CBiz contract. I would entertain a motion to accept, acknowledge, and agree to the terms and objectives in the memorandum of agreement between the town of Bernardston and CBiz effective July 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026, as written, and authorize the town administrator to sign said agreement.
So moved.
I will second it. Questions, comments, discussion?
55,000
Yeah.
this year?
Yeah,
Yes.
55,000.
Any differences from last year?
No, I specifically looked for, because it's, remember last year was Markham, this year it's CBiz, this
Yep.
contract. So I looked at it very carefully. And the things that we asked for last year about them coming to town, having them, all that stayed the same. So that's what I specifically was looking for. I did send it to you.
Yep.
And
Yep.
with
Yeah.
my thoughts on it, I'm sure you read it too, but I specifically looked to see that the things we asked for last year, that was still in there, and it is, so,
So no change,
No,
just change
no.
of ownership, basically.
Yeah.
basically.
So moved. So did we vote on everything?
No, anything else?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Temporary seasonal labor appointment. I would entertain a motion to appoint Ada Menengus as a, boy, names are tough, as a temporary summer hire for the town of Bernardston Highway Department effective July 23rd, 2025 at an hourly rate of $17.50 an hour, not to exceed 8 weeks.
So moved.
Second. And this was to replace
Replace
previous-
Grayson,
Yep.
yeah.
Any further, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Powers Institute Board of Trustees, Historical Commission, and Bernardston Historical Society update. Ken Bordeweek will provide an update to the town and the select board on the status and future of the three entities.
All right, we had a meeting on July 15th, and we, being the Powers Institute trustees, the Bernardston Historical Society, and the Bernardston Historical Commission. There were 11 people at that meeting, representing the three different committees. And the purpose of it was to bring some reason, some sense into why we have three separate committees, as opposed to finding some effective way to merge the agendas, the reason for being of these three committees into one larger committee. We're having trouble recruiting membership on the boards of these three committees. If we put them all together, we'd have a robust board. We don't know the legalities of it. We have to pull the charters, see if it's even legally possible, because it may just blow up on our face saying, nope, they're separate as separate. But they all share the same agenda, if you will, of supporting the historical effort in the town. And we have a gem of a museum up on the second floor of the Powers Institute, and we need to have appropriate caretakers for that. So what we're asking is to authorize the three committees to supply members to a subcommittee that would figure out whether this can be done, and the timing and the legal logistics of it, and perhaps rechartering, retiring the old charters, doing whatever's necessary to get this all to work more effectively and provide for that. So I need a vote for that, and unfortunately, because I'm
All right, you
Uh,
gotta
the
Right-
chair
you're
of
right
the-
in the middle of that.
yeah, I can't do
Have to
that.
table
Really
it.
vote
So
on it, so.
we're going to have to wait until
Yeah.
we have other representation here, so we can do that.
I'll add it to the next August
Thank you.
6th agenda.
So that's the
Can
update.
I comment?
Please.
Sure.
Two of those organizations are town organizations. The third one is not.
Correct. That's part of the legal logistics of, they're the ones that are the most trouble. They can't find anyone who volunteers a chair or vice chair or treasurer or anything else. It's kind of a very sketchy.
And they are the ones who really have the museum.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, they are the caretakers of the museum. That is their charter. They are responsible for the history of the town, and they are appointed by us. But
No, they're not.
They think they are.
Well, they're not. And
That's a
and
private entity,
I tried
the Historical
to make
Society,
that
yeah.
clear to them at budget time.
Yep.
And I don't know,
There was nobody there to step up and ask the finance committee for a budget because there's no leadership of that committee.
they don't get a budget from the
They're
town.
not part of the town.
They are not
Right.
part of the town. They are like a social organization, for lack of a
A
better
nonprofit,
explanation.
Okay.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
need-
They're a charity.
they're-
thing.
We need, as a
No, they're not
subcommittee.
even a charity.
If the select board authorizes this subcommittee to pull the charters and
The
Resolve these-
PI is established by documents that go back to when the school district was established. And the school district is gone, so I really don't know why PI continued. I don't understand that.
it doesn't have a purpose.
No, and
it knows it.
the historical commission that was a town vote to accept that statute of the law. And they accepted the statute, but I can't find the vote where they established the commission. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
It's a two-step process. You accept such chapter and verse of Mass General Law, and then you go ahead and do what you've accepted. And I didn't find that vote yet, ever. So that's the history of those three, according to Jane.
Okay, that's useful.
So we'll table it for the August 6th
Right.
meeting.
We
Okay.
need to- We need
All
to
right.
push it.
Anything else?
That's it. That's it for that.
Any old business? Seeing none, any business unknown at time of posting? No. Town administrator report.
Yes, I have two things. So at tab 1, there is a gentleman by the name of Xavier Vasquez. He's an energy account representative for Secure Energy. And he is very good about calling the town, wanting to schedule a meeting to talk to the select board and discuss our energy data. Ways that, we could, and actually I thought this might have been a green energy thing, and I was thinking about the green committee and all that good stuff, but he wants to talk to us about features and functions regarding our utility bill management, cost and usage reporting, data-driven procurement strategies. It's a pitch to sell us something, there's no doubt about it, but it is, I just found it interesting because it's all about gathering energy and maybe saving us money in the long run with how we, you know what I mean, with our bills. But I don't know if it was worth it or not. I just told him I would ask you if you were interested in set up a meeting or not. So that's kind of where we're at. If you would like me to set up something with him, that'd be great. If you want me to take a meeting with him, I can do that as well. But I just wanted you to know he was interested. I do know it is into, it's a data platform. He's looking to sell us something for sure. So
Another software package.
probably. But
I have to
the thing that
confess,
intrigued me the most about it though was about ways to, efficiency with our energy. I don't know. I just thought that interests the town because we are people like talk, solar and things of that nature. So I thought anything that could help. I didn't want to assume that you wouldn't want to talk to him, so that's why I'm letting you know
Sure.
that he's interested.
Right.
So can I ask a question?
Please.
I have 5 minutes.
When you're saying energy in the town, are you saying the entity, the town of Bernardston, or are you talking about the whole town of Bernardston? So this would be beneficial to the residents of the town of Bernardston?
Yes, the town entity.
Just
That wasn't clear.
Just
No.
the official
The town of Bernardston Energy Data.
For the whole town, for
Yes, to
every
include the-
resident?
Yes, to look at our energy as a town, collectively as a town, yes.
Can you reach out to him and just clarify
I will.
that and then
Yes,
we'll go from there.
The other thing I'd like to know is how long has Secure Energy been in business?
Right.
These guys come
And go, right.
and then go, and they go out of business because there's lack of enthusiasm, whatever.
Okay.
But whatever.
I'll get some more information, and maybe I'll just take a call with him just to see,
Yeah.
instead
I would.
of just, I just had his email and he kept calling and so on, but I'll dig into it a little bit more.
Okay.
And anything to bring our costs down or get us back into this, any kind of sustainable energy. I just thought, I didn't want to assume that you didn't
Google
want to.
reveals a lot when you Google
Yeah.
the name of it.
I will, I did, I will. All right. Okay, then the second thing I have is finishing up our work about possible solar array on top of, the town, some of our town buildings.
Mm-hmm.
So that's at tab 3 is the email I'm referring to.
Yep.
Blythe Robinson from Capital Strategic, she received more information from Mr. Gary Ludorf from Solect Energy. And he definitely confirmed that he finds that the police station, the highway department, and the highway garage rooftops are too small for any kind of a project on the rooftop, for any kind of significant solar array. However, he keyed in on, because he did a topographic, I guess, I don't know if he did Google Maps or Google Earth, and he looked at the properties. And he stated that, wow, that Pratt Field, that really, you got a nice piece of property there to let, He keyed in on that right away. And then he also said, but he also pointed out that, if you recall, right before you're on South Street, you're about to approach the highway garage, there's that diamond or triangle shaped patch of grass.
Yeah.
He said that also could be possibly for a ground mounted solar array there. But he said the whole point of this discussion was
We
for
don't own
rooftops, and it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we don't have, our rooftops aren't big enough for a large solar array to generate any kind of,
And the solar array on top of the landfill?
no, that's not his that's a different company, so, I think we can put this to bed for now, unless you were interested in doing ground mounted systems, but.
We got enough of those.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
and I did talk to Peter about it, Pete Shed, so I followed up with Peter, because this was
Okay.
his initiative, and so
Yes.
he's tracking, and he's like, okay, good try, so.
Yep.
So that's all I have.
All right. Excellent.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
Get out of here, Karen.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes, go.
Thank you.
Go.